Welcome to the RK Reviews. Today's video is about the top 5 best travel backpack that you can buy in 2023. Through extensive research and testing, I have compiled a list of options that will fulfill the needs of different types of buyers. So, whether it's price, performance, or its specific use, we've got you covered. For more information about the products, I have included links in the description box below, which have been updated for the best prices. The products mentioned in this video are in no exact order, so be sure to stay tuned so you don't miss anything. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now, let's get started. First on my list is Pacsafe Venturesafe XP45. If you're the sort of security-minded traveler who automatically loops a bag strap around the leg of a chair when you sit down in a restaurant, the Pacsafe XP45 is for you. It's a 45-litre travel pack designed, from the ground up, to relieve all your security concerns. The EXP45 is constructed of slash-resistant exo-mesh fabric designed to deter thieves from cutting into your backpack to steal your valuables. An asset for anyone traveling in crowded areas where pickpockets are known to operate. It's also water-resistant, but you'll still need a rain cover in heavy downpours. The Pacsafe XP45 also has stab-proof zippers and the best zipper lock protection of any pack that we tested for this guide. The EXP45's 2 zippers, one for its main compartment and one for its laptop admin pocket, are both designed to mate with a thick stainless steel bar sewn into the front panel of the pack. This bar can be secured with a standard TSA-approved cable lock, making the backpack far more trouble to break into than a thief may think it's worth. The backpack's laptop and admin compartment is large enough to hold a 15-inch laptop and includes smaller pockets, ideal for a smartphone, USB battery pack, and other travel essentials. Unfortunately, in the name of security, the compartment only opens up to a depth of 5 inches. We found that this narrow opening made for limited access that could cause users difficulty if they need to find a smaller item, such as a passport, in a hurry. The main compartment, which uses up the majority of the backpack's 45-litre volume, unzips to open up like a suitcase to make for easy packing. A mesh compartment that takes up the entire inside of the main compartment's lid is ideal for packing bulkier items, such as pants or a sweater. Compression straps sewn into the cargo compartment make it possible to cinch packing cubes into place. However, we found that they were not as effective in securing loose clothing. We loved how easy the light-coloured fabric on the interior of the pack made it easy to find what we were looking for, even in low-light conditions. As pleased as we were with the level of security that the EXP45 offers, we were disappointed by its shoulder straps and hip belt, which were not as adjustable as those we'd worn while testing other backpacks, and were not as comfortable. Strange, considering how thick and comfortable the pack's 2 handles were to hold. Next on my list is Peak Design Travel Backpack 45L. The Peak Design Travel Backpack 45L is an outstanding, versatile bag, all on its lonesome. However, when paired with one of the Peak Design's camera cubes to keep your camera's body and lenses safe as you roam, it becomes a traveling photographer's best friend. It will easily fit in the overhead bins of most major airlines and weighs 4.52 pounds. If you don't need the maximum amount of storage space that this bag provides, its overall dimensions are 29 x 22 x 33 inches. It can also be snapped and zipped down to 35L or 30L. At 30L, the travel backpack could be used as a day pack, albeit a heavy one, as you explore your destination with a camera and a few basic necessities. The pack's comfortable shoulder and sternum straps, as well as its waist belt, can be stowed away underneath magnetically sealed flaps built into the bag's back panel. It's a nice feature to have if your airline decides that the bag needs to be stored in your flight's cargo hold. Less possibility of straps getting caught in an airport luggage conveyor translates into a longer life for your bag. The bag's main compartment is subdivided by a panel that can be zipped away to create one large storage area, The panel has two built-in pockets that offer zippered access from either side of the divider, a nice touch that allows you to tailor the travel backpack 45L to suit your packing needs. In the back of the main compartment, you'll find a padded laptop sleeve along with a built-in pocket sized for tablets 11 inches or smaller. The bag's exterior hosts a microfiber cloth-lined pocket, ideal for storing items like your passport, sunglasses, and watch while you pass through airport security. A pair of large pockets flank both sides of the bag and are ideal for stashing a large water bottle or travel tripod. If you have the bag's hip belts deployed, you'll discover two pockets sewn into them that are well-sized for snacks or a few lens filters. I was surprised to find that there was a pair of straps hidden under a flap at the bottom of the bag, which can be used to lash a rain jacket, for example, to the exterior of the bag. However, it's not perfect, especially when focusing on security. Peak designs make accessing this bag while traveling just a little too easy. I needed 4 travel locks to secure all the different zippered access points into the main compartment. The other downside to this bag? Depending on the size of the camera cube you use, the travel backpack 45L may not have enough room to store all of the clothing and sundries needed for a long journey. Next on my list is Bihn Techonaut 45. The Bihn Techonaut 45 is an iteration of one of our favorite travel pieces of carry-on luggage, the Aeronaut 45. As its name suggests, the Technaut is a 45-litre bag designed to fit into the overhead bins of most major airlines. This bag is built to perform primarily as a travel backpack. During testing, I found that its edgeless 1-2-inch thick backpack straps were well made and comfortable to wear over a long distance while carrying a heavy load. Alternatively, in situations such as navigating airport security or waiting to hand off the bag to be stored on a bus, the Technaut can also be hauled around by its built-in duffel handle or using a shoulder strap. I found that its padded ventilated back panel was comfortable and thick enough to keep any hard-sided items inside of the bag from poking me in the back. The back panel provides some structure to the bag, but not as much as I'd like. Adding an internal frame to the mix goes a long way towards correcting this issue. What's more, the frame panel acts to protect the contents of the aeronaut's laptop compartment, which can hold devices as large as a 16 MacBook Pro. The Technaut's main storage compartment is accessed via a large, suitcase-style U-shaped opening, equipped with water-resistant zippers. If you're using packing cubes with the Technaut, the U-shaped like makes it possible to locate what you're looking for inside of the pack without having to remove every last item before you find it. For those who prefer to forego packing cubes, you'll find compression straps inside of the main compartment to help you keep your clothing and other goods in place. The Technaut's end pocket is well sized for a pair of hiking running shoes. Quick access pockets, located on opposite sides of the exterior of the bag, provide space for stashing a passport and larger items such as a water bottle. The only complaint that I can level at this travel pack is that it doesn't come equipped with a smaller excursion bag to use as you explore the area surrounding your destination. Next on my list is Cotopaxi Alpha 42L Travel Pack. At first glance, the Cotopaxi Alpha 42L travel backpack appears to have its act together. It comes with a removable hip belt that'll help to guarantee it won't get caught up in the conveyor belt at an airport security checkpoint. It's a feature we both appreciate. As for pockets and other organizational aids, the Allpa 42L is a neat freak's dream. Inside of the pack, you'll find 2 large zippered mesh compartments and 2 sub-pockets to keep your clothing, grooming goods, and other items easy to locate. The exterior of this travel bag is no slouch either, offering a laptop sleeve, a top zippered pocket to stow sunglasses, AirPods, and other small items, sleeves for a tablet and one for a smartphone, and finally, a number of lashing points where, with the help of a carabiner or a bit of twine, it'd be easy to attach a pair of sandals, wet rain gear, or any number of other items to. We really liked how easy it was to compress the Allpa 42L when it's not in use. It can easily be folded up and placed into a drawer or the back of a closet to forget about until your next adventure. All of this, however, couldn't make up for how uncomfortable and hot the pack was to wear during testing. Part of what seemed to make it so uncomfortable for both of us to wear was unlike our main pick. The Allpa has a frame sheet that is only rigid over the wearer's spine and comes with no internal frame. This allows the contents of the pack to rest directly against your body, making for a sweaty, uncomfortable carry. We were also disappointed in how adjusting this backpack's load lifters failed to make a noticeable difference to Allpa's weight distribution or overall comfort. Last on my list is GoRuck GR3. GoRuck makes Seamus's favourite everyday carry rucksack, the GR1, so it's not surprising that he was excited to test their 45-litre travel backpack. The GR3 is made of the same heavy-duty, water-resistant materials as the GR1, but boasts a large enough volume to carry everything a traveller might need for weeks, or, if you wash your clothing frequently, even months of travel. It boasts wide padded shoulder straps as the company's other rucksacks do, but also comes with a heavily padded hip belt designed to mitigate the weight of what you're carrying. We were pleased to find that the hip belt was held in place with a generous amount of Velcro, making it possible to remove it for easier storage of the GR3 in a closet at home or in the overhead compartment of an airplane. However, during testing, we found that while the hip belt helped to distribute the weight of the bag's heft to Seamus's hips, it quickly became uncomfortable. After an hour of wearing it, he discovered that the muscles in his lower back had been tweaked to the point that it took a long soak in a hot bath to unbind them. Depending on your point of view, the inside of the GR3 will either make it the best travel pack you've ever used or one of the most disappointing. While it does boast a large mesh pocket and a built-in zippered pocket in the lid and at the top of the main compartment respectively, the majority of the GR3's internal space is a blank slate. You'll find a number of MOLLE attachment points and a back panel wide swath of Velcro for attaching special purpose pouches like a first aid kit or general use ones to help better organize your traveling life. Unfortunately, if you don't already own a number of such pouches, like Seamus does, purchasing them will add to the GR3's already substantial price. It is possible to use packing cubes with the backpack. GoRuck makes some good ones to fit the bag's dimensions exactly. However, Seamus found that unless the GR3 was packed to capacity, cubes made by other manufacturers such as Tom Bihn and Arc'teryx tended to all slide to the bottom of the bag during transport, making for an unbalanced load that might well have been the cause of the pulled muscles he sustained during testing. Despite our disappointment with this incredibly well-built backpack, it could be exactly the sort of travel backpack that someone who visits destinations where other backpacks might not survive is looking for. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked this video. If this video was helpful to you, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the future. It's free. Let us know in the comments down below which best travel backpack you're going to choose. If you have any questions related to the products we listed here, leave a comment below and I will get back to you as soon as I can.